What's going on, guys? This is Jason of Auglitical. I swim through the politics so you don't drown too. I am just a man trying to bring common sense in a world where common sense isn't so common. So, there's apparently an abortion sub on Reddit, and I guess this is where people who have abortions come together to talk about their stories. I saw a little bit, a snippet of this, and I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to cover this. Just going to cover it. Four abortions, 19 to 21, so in 3 years. Struggling with guilt as I age. Four abortions, same partner, 2 years duration of pregnancies. I am currently 26. Here's my story. At 19 and in college, I had a serious relationship. We loved each other, but loved to party and go out as well. Our communicating style was age based immaturity, and finances sucked. Is it worthy of noting my partner, 21 at the time, was already a deadbeat father after abandoning his baby mother and son at age 3? I fell for the story of him being withheld from the child. I was naive. I felt pregnant the first time. With no hesitation, I knew I wanted an abortion. No hesitation. I told friends closest to me out of fear. I kept it very hush hush. I wanted to finish college. I knew I wasn't ready. I was not on birth control. I didn't want to subject my body to side effects. I fell pregnant again 6 months after the first one. I was now 20, shocked, scared. I told my parents I'll never forget their responses. My mother called me a whore. A lot of unresolved generational trauma. My father, good luck, kid, don't expect a dime from us. I felt resentment. I felt scared. I felt alone, left out to dry, left out to dry, left out to dry. I decided to have an abortion again. They had no idea it was my second. This time, I had set out to establish clear protection boundaries. After After discussing with my partner, we decided condoms were the best option for us. It lasts twice, then it became the pull-out we decided condoms were the best options for us. It lasts twice, then it became the pull-out method. His request, I put quotation marks around it because, well, I'll never know if there was an attempt or not. I'll never know if there was an attempt or not to pull out. 3 months later, I felt pregnant again, enraged, scared, so pissed, I felt cornered, attacked. I felt cornered, attacked, and petrified. How could he do this to me again? How could he? How? I felt out of control of my own body. I started pondering the idea of it being something he did intentionally. I was losing my mind. Still, with all the above reasons, I went for my third. This time, I got pulled into a room and questioned if I was potentially being sex trafficked and if they were making me do this. I was embarrassed, mortified. I left that appointment and my resentment continued to build. Adding other life factors and relationship struggles, we became very, very toxic. Then, 4 months later, 4 months later, I fell pregnant. You bitch, you're not falling. I'm so sorry. You even got me saying, you even got me calling you a bitch, and I hate that. I hate that word. You not just you. Yo, this is the equivalent of that Eminem song when the guy comes home from work or from work late at night, and he comes home and finds his girl fucking his neighbor, and it's like, what? Was she tripped, slipped, landed on his dick? It's like, what? You did not just like that is such. I fell pregnant. You don't just fall pregnant. You don't just fucking trip and a baby end up in you. You're taking an action. She's taking no responsibility. I said, you know what, Jason? I'm gonna shut the fuck up and I'm gonna do the entire video. You don't hear me cracking up over here with how fucking stupid this fucking woman sounds? They vote, they breed, they make laws, they influence a lot of our lives. We have to suffer this type of shit from women like this. All right. 4 months later, I felt pregnant again. I remember feeling gutted. You sure? Attacked personally, enraged. Attacked personally, enraged. I still did not want to be a mother. I still was not on birth control. I still did not want to be a mother. I still was not on birth control, ignorant. I could not actually fathom to fell pregnant. What? Who? Someone said that this is a British thing. Is this a British thing? I fell pregnant. Is that how y'all say it? I fell pregnant again. Through this time, our relationship was so bad. We were arguing so much. I saw no light at the end of the tunnel. I went for the fourth. He stayed to drink with his friends. I went alone. At that point, bro, imagine it's so common at this point. You even trying to sit here and say you went alone when the other times you were completely fine, not letting no one know you were going for an abortion. Which again, I'm not for or against women having an abortion. That is your fucking choice. My personal stance on the matter is, ladies, if you're gonna go do that, you take that shit to the fucking grave. I don't want to see you in the streets twerking and dancing about it. I don't want to hear, and we know that these stories actually do exist. I personally know a woman who had multiple abortions. She has 4 kids. She had damn near seven abortions, right? So this is not like some made up fucking rage bait story. This has happened already. Crazy. And I damn sure don't want to hear some shit about abortion is a fucking human right and we deserve what is it, state subsidized fucking, is that the proper word to use for it? Where taxpayers are paying for fucking abortions now? Hell no. All right. We were arguing so much. I saw no light at the end of the tunnel. I went for the fourth. He stayed to drink with friends. I went alone at that appointment. I had an IUD placed. I was elated. I came home to tell him, hey, I killed the fourth baby we had and I got it. So now I can never have, I have a thing so I can't get pregnant anymore. Let's have some raunchy fucking, some raw busted go-gurt all up inside me sex now. He broke up with me fairly shortly after, within a month. He broke up with her as soon as she figured out that she was using protection. Good. Pro-choice atheist says one abortion isn't wrong. 4 abortions aren't wrong. One abortion isn't wrong. 4 abortions aren't wrong. Please don't let the ignorant part of society dictate your feelings. This person act over here acting like the ignorant part. I'm sorry. They're mixing up ignorant with people who have common sense. Don't let people who have well off heads on their shoulders tell you what to do. Listen to the freaks. Please don't let the ignorant part of society dictate your feelings, because having 4 abortions is completely in the ranges of normal for a girl who's not even 22, 24 years old yet. This girl's 21 years old. 21 years old. Now here's the thing, guys and girls. When we sit here and we say things like, when girls be having double digits before they even 20, right? And you just got to sit there. And the reason why it's so shocking for a lot of guys and why girls don't, well, first off, girls are fucking cooked at this point. But the reason why it's so shocking for guys for a girl to have double digits, one, a lot of guys don't take into account just how easy it is for a girl to get laid, but how easy it is for girls to consistently get laid. And it makes it even worse when you find out when she's getting bodies. Mind you, this girl got pregnant 4 times in a 2 year span, pretty much, right? Here's the deal. What happened if instead of her getting pregnant, she was just catching bodies? This is the reason why it's so shocking to a lot of guys and why guys don't forgive girls with high body counts. Because it's just bad choices. If you don't want to go through a pregnancy, abortion is an option. No matter how many times you need it, I support you. She used abortion as a form of birth control. Abortion should never be used as birth control. After you have an abortion, the clinic discusses available birth control. This woman made the deliberate choice to forego it just to end up with a total of 4 and 2. I don't 4 and 2 what? Regardless, regardless, this shit right here is insane to me. This should be insane to any person, rational person. Any. We are no longer in the times where girls were modest, or we're not in those times anymore. And it seems to be accelerating. It seems the degeneracy seems to be accelerating. If you don't think that this is going to affect this girl at some point, she's gonna snap. Or either she's gonna snap or she's gonna double down. But either way, it's gonna be extreme. I'm guessing the first pregnancy was with Chad, but not. I'm sorry. I'm guessing the first pregnancy was not with Chad, but Tyrone. The fuck are you? Why? Why? Now I know why I bookmarked this, and it's still the same thing in my head. It's still like what the. No matter what, no matter what, black dick is on the mind of these individuals. It doesn't matter who did it, regardless. She got pregnant by the same guy 4 times. So what? Chad would have done the same thing. You think Chad? I'm sorry. Chad is the equivalent of Tyrone. They're both the types who fuck girls and move on. I don't think people. I don't think the superior race gets it. That anything that they find in the black community, you can find in the white community. It may have a different word, but it's the same shit. You got your crash outs. You got your gangsters, your wannabe gangsters, and all of that. So stupid. LOL, woman moment. Date a deadbeat father who's already abandoned his kid and had 4 abortions of his. Blame him and not yourself the dumb decisions you make. Classic. Hunted pussy. Yo, that's crazy. And you know what's actually crazy? I guarantee you, if a guy knew that she had 4 abortions in the past, he wouldn't want nothing to do with that. He wouldn't want anything to do with that. So, in the end, the guy's responsible for her own ignorance, bad decisions, and mistakes. Right. Keep going, girl. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Leave it in the comments what you think. Do you think that this person is going to end up becoming a well adjusted individual? Or do you think that she's going to sabotage every single relationship she's going to be in the future and blame everyone else? I fell and got pregnant again. So, yeah, can you imagine if that's how it was like? Girls just trip and end up pregnant? Man, I mean, of course, this is. It's just the saying is so silly to me. It's the saying that sounds silly to me because I understand what they're saying, but the way it sounds to me, and then the way that she makes it sound by not taking no responsibility, she might as well be tripping and getting pregnant because she doesn't understand how it happens. So crazy. Anyway, catch you guys next time. Peace.